Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome
Hello, everybody.
to episode 2.
How is everybody going tonight?
How you going, Gary?
Peachy, mate. Yourself?
That's good. Yeah, no, I'm doing really well, thank you.
That's good. That's good.
All right. Well, welcome everyone to the live viewers, and we'll do a few shout-outs now. Well, my name is Purple Cash Eater, and this is my co-host, Tattooed Squared. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves, but remember, this is a family show. We do have a moderator hiding in the background, so anything untoward, and you're out.
Gonski.
Yep.
We've got a few people in already. Looks like the Canberra contingent's here. The champagne's cold and the chips are hot, hopefully.
Don't dip.
Majule, Decay. Who else we got in there? Danielle, DTY, 73. Thomas Schultz, Tank Engine. Hello, everybody. Kitty Catch in Victoria today.
Oh, she's out of town.
Saying that she should be wearing a mask, maybe. And Craig's here as well. How you going, Sir Michelle? Kieran.
G'day, everybody.
Karen Archer. We're getting a few coming in.
Nice. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I really appreciate it. Glad to see you. This episode is sure to be an interesting one.
Hope so.
I think so. I think it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, very good. Our guest is waiting in the wings.
All right. Well, let me just play some music and then we'll get started.
Sounds good.
Alrighty, so let's jump on in. So tonight we thought we'd have a bit of a chat about the GDU Mega. That's scheduled for Easter this year. We also have another winner for our GDU calendar photo of the month, so stay tuned to the end of the show where we will announce the winner. And we've also got another wonderful giveaway from John and Di, our friends at geostuff.com.au.
Yes, we've got a few new patrons to say hi to as well, mate. We've got GeoGear, Kim Jarvis, DTY73, and Lainey Kelly. So welcome, everybody.
Thank you. We appreciate your patronage.
Yes, indeed. So, yeah, grab something to drink, have a chat in the room. Feel free to ask questions. We'll try to get them up on the screen, like always. And, yeah, enjoy the show.
Let's go. Alrighty, so jumping straight into Around the Traps. So Aussie and New Zealand mega news. These are the Aussie and New Zealand events that we know about. First and foremost, because it's the soonest one to arrive, is the Cash Queensland event at Debra. That's on the 2nd to the 5th of April. And the exciting news, which we announced last month as well, is that it is now a mega. So well done, everyone. Good effort. It looks like it's going to be a cracker. Hopefully the restrictions lift a little and a few more of us can come along and join in the festivities. It looks really good.
Fingers crossed.
All right, next after that, we've got coming up in June, we've got Western Australia Goes Big. That's going to be Albany.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I don't even know where this. I don't have the thing for that. Sorry. I don't know where it's gone.
That one in the translation.
Yeah, that's all right.
Well, I mean, as you can see there, Kempsey, that one has been cancelled. So that news was announced last week. So that's very sad to hear.
Yeah.
So at this stage, no big event in New South Wales.
No, not at this stage.
Not at this stage, but you never know. You never know. So then following on from that, we have in October, we've got the Geo Venture in Millicent, South Australia. That's going to be on the 2nd of October. It looks like that's shaping up to be quite a good one. There's the GC code there for you.
GC82DAN.
And then also in October, but a little bit later in the month, over in New Zealand, we're having the New Zealand Mega. That was scheduled for 2020, now has been moved forward to October this year. That's going to be the 23rd to the 25th of October, and that's going to be in Auckland.
That's GC87777, so hopefully we can travel there.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Who knows?
Oh, and then rounding out the year so far, we've got Geocaching Victoria. They're doing a event. That's the Wangaratta event, and that's going to be on the 13th and 14th of November.
And that one is GC8EW45 for that one.
Yeah, so if you're going, don't forget to log those. They
Log your will attends.
Log your will attend, so they know who's coming and how many numbers they've got. And then don't forget also there is the launch event for the Ballarat Geo Tour, which it will be the only Geo Tour in Australia as the remaining has gone. So that launch part of the Ballarat Geo Tour, that's going to be on the 20th of February between 3 and 4. Check out the event page for more details.
And that one is GC94R8W.
That's it. That's it. That looks like that'll be a good one to attend.
It will be. I think it's even if we can't get there, it's an ongoing thing afterwards. So that's good.
That's right. Yeah.
So yes. Okay. So what have we got in the way of souvenirs? There's this little thing called Wonders of the World. I don't know if you heard of it. It's still going. It's still a thing. Still don't know how much longer. I haven't heard anything when that one's ending yet. I've been trying to look for an end date, but they still haven't put one up that I can find. So that one's a thing still. We've also got, I don't have a ticket for it. I thought I'd made one, sorry. But the Cash In, Trash Out Season 1, which kicks off in March. So it's March 1st through to the 31st of May. So basically any CETOs in that time, you get Season 1 souvenir of that. And there is also a little bit further away still, but Blue Switch Day is the 30th of April. So we'll hopefully get a few more details on that one when it gets a bit closer. And we have also a new locationless cache that's come out. It's GC8 NEAT. So NEAT, GC8 NEAT. So this went live on the 6th. So what's that? 2 days ago. And basically, if you carry out some improvement to an outdoor area, so it's basically another sort of CETO. Take a photo of yourself or a personal item, as it says, and your efforts. So, for example, you might have took the effort to clean up an area in your local area there, or maybe got rid of some graffiti from a wall or something. I think that all counts. Take a photo. There we go. Don't forget the, what is it? Solo CETO. Yeah, Solo CETO. GC8 NEAT. That's right. Yep. So there is that. And yeah, so that's a new locationless one. So that'll give us 2, but I think the frog might be disabled at the moment. So it's only for events that you can log him at the moment, because I think they're getting too many fake logs. So yeah, so GC8 NEAT is that one. And again, we'll quickly go to the top of this one, Adventure Labs. Everyone seems to be getting onto the Adventure Labs. If you want one, if you haven't already got one, and you're a premium member, you can go to www.geocaching.com/play/request/Adventure Lab and request one. Just follow the prompts.
All the forward slashes.
Forward. That's it.
There's a bit of an exclusive in the chat room here.
Oh, do we?
Wonders of the Solar System is apparently on its way.
Wonders of the Solar System.
I wonder if that's cool. The last one. It's probably in conjunction with the Mars lander.
Quite possibly. It was, if you saw our Facebook today, I chucked a link on there from our friends there at we've got it there? No, sorry, I thought you had the thing. They've got some coins and badges and trackables and all that. So jump on there and have a bit of a look. And we're going to wrap it up around the traps with the Cache of the Month stuff. We've got New South Wales for December, which is GC6K Triple M, which is Cliff Face. It's the first hike for was it Raby Roamers? Placed in June 2016 near Campbelltown, Sydney, in the Georges River Reserve. Apparently some pretty spectacular rock formations there. I can't say I've been anywhere near that area as yet, but
no, I'll have to get there. It looks amazing by the pictures.
Yeah, the pictures look pretty cool. It's got 65% favourite point allocation, so it's pretty popular.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably worth a look if you're in the area there. Georges River Reserve. WA, I couldn't find anything for WA at the moment, so we'll look again for next month. South Australia, though, for December 2020, they have the Sugarloaf Earth Cache, which is GCM4WR, which is placed by Skippy. Skippy via the Earth Cache Master. I don't know if that's his full name or not. It's in brackets, so I've got no idea. So anyway, so this cache had been out since 2004, 35 favourite points there. And again, the picture there looks pretty interesting. It's a pretty weird looking place. It's looks pretty cool. But yeah, and that's it, mate. That wraps up around the traps tonight. And
just going to backtrack a little bit there, mate. Someone's asked a question from Facebook just in regards to the Adventure Labs. So can I request a second Adventure Lab before I hide my first?
I don't think so. I think you have to have, I think that might be part of the criteria that they look at, is they look at how popular or what your rating is on your first one, I guess. So yeah, I think that's the way that one works, unfortunately. But yeah, that's it. That's around the traps as far as I can see.
Just having a quick scan of the chat room, seeing if there was any more questions that I missed.
Please hold.
Oh, yeah, please hold. Hang on, I've got that. No, I won't do that to you. I won't do
there
that.
We go. Kitty Catcher just chucked you need to get your AL published to be considered for another one, I think. So yeah, but both the same sort of thing. So
thanks, Kitty. Appreciate the heads up.
And they were joking anyway.
I know. Right? I'll get the first one. I want a second one.
Very good.
All righty.
Move on to our guest.
Move on to the reason why we are all here. Let's do a quick intro. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's guest is here to chat to us about the next Mega, which is in April. It seems like forever since anyone mentioned the word Mega, but part of the organising committee for the Cache Queensland event. Everyone, please say hello to Sheridan. If you have any questions for Sheridan, put them up in the chat room and we will try to get them up on the screen. So welcome, Sheridan, also known as JACS Team. Welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Hey, mate, how you going?
Good. Bit nervous.
Yeah. Bit nervous. Oh. It's all right. Just pretend everyone's naked.
Well, I can only see you two, so that's
maybe
going to be a bit interesting.
No, there's no bourbon in the Coke.
Sorry?
How's it going up in sunny Queensland?
Oh, beautiful. Queensland's always beautiful. Everybody should come.
Beautiful one day to go to the next.
So we're just going to start with some easy questions for you.
Okay.
Easy questions for you. So, well, we already know your caching name. How'd you come up with it? How'd you come up with JACS Team?
It's just a family thing, so it's the initial of everyone in my family, and we just found a little word that made sense and threw team on the end.
Fair enough. Nice and simple.
Yeah.
Don't forget it that way.
Yeah.
So when did you start caching?
I actually signed up for geocaching back in 2005. I heard it talked about on the radio, but I think you needed a proper GPS, and I didn't have anything, so nothing was ever done. And then we were on a camping holiday around Australia, and we were stuck in Broome for a heat wave in 2016 and looking for something to do. And I remembered this thing, and that's really been the start of it. We've sort of, well, I haven't really stopped.
Yeah, but the others have.
A little bit.
There's always one that keeps going. There's always one in the group.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are some of your stats that you got at the moment? What are you sitting on?
I think I'm just sitting on 7,000 finds at the moment, which, was quite exciting to get the other day. And I think I own about 100 caches myself, part of a 65-piece geo art that I own, which I'm quite proud of.
Cool.
Yeah, they're sort of some of my stats.
I'm
Brilliant.
trying. I'm actually been looking at those 65, the roses, and I'm probably going to contact you after the show, maybe.
Yeah. The CEO is very friendly with hints, so.
Very good.
Great. So, do you have a favourite type of cache to find?
I do. I'm really greedy. I actually have 3 favourites. I love letterboxes. I have a real passion for challenge caches. I love them to death, and I really like a good Saito.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And one more of the easy ones.
Okay.
Longest distance that you've travelled for a cache from your home.
Dedicated driving. I'm not really sure because I love to drive, so drive everywhere. But in October, my friends and I, we drove out to, we went to Carnarvon Gorge and did a big walk out at Carnarvon Gorge, and then we travelled as far west as we could go. We picked up all the LGAs and the big loop and came back to Brisbane. So it was about 3,000 kilometres for the sole purpose of just collecting some little green parts on our map, as you do.
Awesome.
I've been to Carnarvon Gorge. I love it out there.
Yeah, it was amazing. I think we walked about 30 odd kilometres in the day, and you were a little bit buggered after.
It's tiring. Don't do it in January.
Yeah. No, October was great. It was really quite nice.
Okay. I'm just going to chuck in another quick question before we move on to the mega stuff from Craig here. Describe some of the logbooks you've created for your events or CETOs.
Yeah, I've done some good ones. Well, in my opinion, they're good. So I had, back when we had the Mary Hyde pirate sort of thing, I created like a treasure map sort of looking one where I crumpled it all up and, burnt it and tea stained it and everything. So that was quite good. And then we had for, I believe it was for Wollongong with the big lighthouse. I created like a lighthouse with, it was all sort of like cardboard and painted it and stuck a lantern up in the middle of it so it lit up. And
wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Very cool.
Going beyond.
Just taking it that little bit extra.
Yeah,
just before we move on, are we having some issues with Facebook? Because Andrea's just saying she can't see all the comments or something.
I think if you are on one of the platforms, you can't see comments from the other platform.
Oh, okay. Right, yeah. So they don't
I'm
talk
not
to
sure. I'm normally in the shows. I can't say, but I'll double check later.
Yeah, right, yeah. No worries. And just quickly again, something about
You press it.
logbook made out of old tin cans.
Yeah, I did have that. I made a little owl out of an old Fanta can, so I cut it up, made all the feathers, and put it all together, and now it's actually out as a cache as well.
Oh, okay. There you go. That's good. Recycling at its finest.
Time on your hands.
You'd think so.
All right. Well, let's move on now to the reason that we're all here, and let's talk a little bit about the mega. We're all so excited to hear about it. So
I'm very excited too.
A bit of context. When was the last mega held in Queensland?
Our first mega in Queensland, it was held back in Easter of 2015 down at Stanthorpe, and we haven't had one since.
Wow. So one and only.
Yeah, this will be the number 2.
There you go.
So leading on from that, like what was the inspiration or what gave you the push to get a mega off the ground after, what is it? Well, it would have been 5 years, but now 6 years. Yeah.
It's just like, the normal thing you do at an event. You hang around with your mates afterwards and you talk about plans that you've made or making and trips that you've done. And a lot of us, we sort of started caching after Stanthorpe, and we travel to the other states, and we were sort of like, oh, wouldn't it be good if we had one here? And then, you wish it, so you may as well get on board and see if you can do it.
That's all right.
Talk gets a little bit more serious, and then things start.
Yeah, we reached out to the old team and saw if they were planning maybe another one, and if they weren't, would they mind if we gave it a bit of a crack? And we got the all clear, so here we are.
Sweet.
That's great.
Here we are, the first mega for a while.
Yeah.
And has COVID been a blessing or a curse for you in terms of organising the event?
It's a bit hard to say because, you know, we started, and then when we really got going, of course, COVID hit, and we don't have anything to compare it with. Like we've, you know, only been planning in a global pandemic, as you do. But I think it's sort of been a little bit nice in terms of a bit quieter, and we could chat and make some plans and everything. But in regards to any kind of fundraising, it's been quite awful.
Yeah.
Well, actually, when we were chatting, like when you came to Port Macquarie, we were chatting about your fundraising strategies, and had a very interesting one that you mentioned. Like, how did you guys fund it in the early days of them?
Well, most of it still is we do the Containers for Change scheme. So, you know, your 10-cent cans here, there, and everywhere. And, you know, my parents are great. Every time they go out and walk the dog, they'll clean up and bring the cans, and they'll come and deposit all their bags of cans at my house, and, you know, we take them off. And so that's how we got our first early start, with some funding. And then since then, luckily, we've opened a shop, and we've had a really good take up from the caching community. And, you know, we're sort of a little bit financial through that.
Oh, that's good. So the local caching community, they've really got behind the idea of having a mega in Queensland again?
Oh, they're super excited.
Yeah. It's been the driving goal for them.
Yeah.
Kitty Catch has just chucked in there some Saito funded.
Yeah. And look, you know, if we have a Container for Change scheme, if anyone wants to donate their cans, hop onto our website. Top right-hand corner is where it's at. So
okay.
Please
right.
do.
So it's in. That's what you mean by okay. So we can actually donate it from anywhere to you guys.
Yeah, to a particular scheme.
That's cool. That is handy. So how can we keep it? Start again. How can we keep in touch with the latest and what's going on in the mega? What have you got set up there?
We quite often do regular web posts. So we've got a website, just cacheqld.com, and we post there. We've done some highlights of some areas around Brisbane, and then we do an event update each sort of month. We've just posted a new one over the weekend for February that sort of encompasses a lot of the things as we head towards D-Day.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Just got a question in here. I'll just quickly chuck it up before it disappears. Any awarded lab caches at the mega?
Yeah, we're very excited. We put in our request to headquarters, and we've actually been awarded 50 lab caches for the event. They have a longevity of 3 weeks, so they're just special for the event, and we've got some really good plans for what we want to do with them. We're, you know, attempting to have a gadget trail and, you know, a little local sort of history, some good places, and then we're going to set one up as well to orientate you around the showground site, so you can use that, get a nice smiley, and then check out where everything is on the ground.
Okay. Are they when they're awarded to megas, are they like the stock standard? Here's 5, or is there can you get 5 or 10, or like what's the?
They're in groups of 10.
Groups of 10. Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
But you could spend your whole weekend just doing adventure labs and gadget caches.
I think that's what my weekend will consist of. But yeah, what an awesome opportunity to be able to get out there and just pick up some, and you know, maybe you leave your muggle partner in the showground with a bit of a phone, and that's their job for the weekend.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Got another question from the chat room. SMS, he wants to know, will Signal GC8 Frog be at Daybra?
We have been awarded the official banner, which is awesome. So that's winging its way over here as we sort of speak. Unfortunately, we're not getting the official frog mascot. We're going to be using our Australian Signal frog, So we are going to strongly suggest that if you are trying to log the locationless cache, that you actually take the photograph with the banner, because that is the official banner rather than our Australian signal.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
great.
All right. Just got another one there from Kungula. It's a question of the moment. The social distancing. How are we going to manage it at Dayboro?
Curly question. Look, I think we're sort of, at the moment, we're still waiting to see where we're going. We do have plans in mind about how we're going to manage it. Currently, at the moment, our restrictions in Queensland, our event fits in quite nicely just with having the COVID safe plan. So it's something that we're still thinking about and obviously actively working towards making sure that everyone feels comfortable and safe at the event. And, you know, if you are comfortable wearing a mask and you want to wear a mask, that, you know, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah. Just check in a bit closer to the event. I'm sure you guys will be making announcements if anything changes.
That's correct.
Yeah, sweet. So just a quick comment there. So Aussie Signal, does he have a different accent?
He doesn't have a different accent, but I think he's been on a little bit of a diet, and our Aussie signal is he's a little bit thinner than the official signal.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh dear, no, that's good. Oh, I'm just going through the thing. HQS, sorry. There we go. So, and Andrea's just saying we need the Aussie signal just to stand beside the banner for a few photo ops. So might
yes.
Talk him into that. Right, yeah. No beer gut signal. Yeah.
Oh dear. So, considering how things are going, let's just assume everything's running hunky-dory and we're all being good little citizens, and we finally get ourselves organised and we decide that we want to come along to the Mega. All of this is sounding awesome. Is there still camping available if I'd like to camp?
Yes. Yeah, we've still got camping. We're very lucky we've got exclusive access over the entire showgrounds for the weekend. And the way we've sort of managed it is we've sectioned it off into 5 particular areas. And at the moment, we've got spots left in each of the areas, but I would strongly suggest that if you want to get front and centre in that sort of showground ring, that you might want to get on top of that pretty quick and book. Definitely our more popular site.
Yeah. And are people right with like camper vans and caravans and things like that?
Yeah, we've got both 15 amp and 10 amp. And of course, there is masses of ground for people who want to go unpowered.
Yeah, that's great.
Excellent. I think we've managed to book ourselves into the main ring there, so that should be fun in amongst it all.
Right in the centre of it all.
Yeah, in the centre of it all.
I might just backtrack a little bit then in that case. So if people don't want to camp, if they want to stay in a hotel or, you know, a B&B, how close to the city is Dayboro for people who are from out of town?
Dayboro is really lovely in its location. It's close enough and just far enough away. So it's about half an hour to drive out. But, of course, being a little bit more of a country town, there's a number of B&Bs and Airbnbs and those sorts of things. So definitely accommodation is out there. You just need to sort of hop on and have a look around and see what's available and what you like.
Okay. So it is available.
Yeah, very good. We've seen the emails coming through mentioning that you've got merch available now.
Yes.
What have you got? What's still? Is it all still available? Is the coins still there? Have we sold out? Like, what's the?
We are so close to selling out of our coins. We have about 6 left of both the Sun and Cal. So I would definitely be hopping on and getting those if you are a coin collector. We have our normal sort of polo shirts, and then we've been working with Black Cat Creations. She's doing all our vinyl printing for us, and she's actually just given us a few new merchandise ideas that are made to order. So we've popped them up into the shop recently. So just another a plain T-shirt with Cal on the front, and a couple of bags and hats and drink bottles and those sorts of things.
Yeah, I saw the that email come through, or on Facebook maybe, the collage of everything, and the drink bottles and the hats, they all look really cool. So
yeah, they look great. I think my poor bank balance is going to get a bit of a workout.
Yeah, there is that. What have we got here?
So if people jump online and purchase, beforehand, like if they're still up in the air about whether they're coming or not, will you have a shop on site that they can purchase anything that's still available?
We're not sort of pre-making anything ourselves, but Kelly from Black Cat Creations, she's going to be on site, and I think she's bringing her sort of machine, so you can probably pick something up while you're there as well. Yeah, in terms of our official merchandise, but we're also having a local geocaching supply shop caching supplies, and they'll be there on site.
Oh, right, okay. Yep. So more general geocaching stuff.
Yeah.
Just to follow on from that one, Annie wants to know, when does ordering close?
Kelly is great, so she's sort of going to allow us to keep the ordering open probably up until at least sort of the week before, and then we'll try to slow down and get any sort of last minute real personalisation of shirts done.
Yeah,
so that's plenty of time.
She's doing the sort of like the merch stuff. So the camping stuff is, when's that going to close for you? Do you need to have numbers by a certain time for that, or?
No, camping will just be open
until it's okay. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So, food options. Everybody loves to eat.
Yeah.
Do you have any food options on site?
Yeah, we've been really lucky. We've partnered with our local Queensland Country Women's Association of Tayborough, and they're coming on board. They're going to be cooking breakfast 3 days a week, so breakfast on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. They do request that people pre-order, just because they've got to organise their volunteers and purchase supplies, and they don't want to be out sort of any money as well. So you can purchase your breakfast options through our shop as well, and there's 3 different types. But they're going to be available, your bacon and egg burger, your continental breakfast. And then we've definitely got a coffee van. That's probably the most important thing. So that's going to be there for the 3 mornings as well. And then on our 2 sort of bigger nights, our Saturday night and our Sunday night, we're bringing in some food trucks for the trivia and our party night.
Okay.
Ooh, that'll be
well, that's
great.
sort of, you just mentioned the trivia night then. Kitty Catch has just asked on the thing, trivia, she saw the trivia nights advertised. That'll be fun. Is there any other games planned, or is it too busy doing the labs?
You do have 50 to get.
You might be too busy to do them with all those labs, but no, we're definitely going to have some other games. We've got a bit of a fun and games committee. There's definitely things for the kids that are coming, but we're also looking at some games that, like adults can get involved with and have a bit of a play. And then we've got our seminars as well. So plenty of stuff on board. And Kitty Catch is actually doing a seminar for us as well during the event. Yeah.
Excellent. Let me just minimise that. What's that? Pete Prash will be excited. Are you guys having an open bar night?
Look, I can confirm that we will have a bar. The showground actually has a proper bar set up inside the main hall, so we will have a bar open on the Saturday night and the Sunday night, so you can purchase your sort of alcohol there if you're into alcohol. If you're a soft drink person, we've got you covered as well.
Okay, and just going back again, we seem to be going backwards and forwards, but with the food stuff, I've just got a question here from Facebook. Tim, will there be any plant-based food for us plant-eating weirdos?
It is something that we're definitely thinking about and making sure that we are trying to look after everybody with their sort of dietary, because we know that there are people out there with celiac. We know that there are vegetarians and vegans. So it's definitely something that we're talking to our food trucks about how they can, offer lots of different choices to sort of meet everybody's needs. So it's something that we're working towards.
Excellent. And just got another one here from YouTube from Kungula again. Can we arrive early for camping at the showground if people want to base themselves there and head out caching before the event starts? I'm assuming that means.
Yeah, good idea. So the showgrounds is definitely open before and after. If you want to, avail yourself of that, there's an on-site caretaker. And if you have a look at our map that we've put up, you can see where the caretaker is actually located. And you just see them about staying, and you pay him or her. whoever it is at the moment. But you just need to let them know that you're there as part of our event, because during the 4 days of the event, all bookings are actually only through us. But you just sort of let them know, and if you can set yourself up in the same sort of area where you've booked a site, like Area 1 or Area 5, that would be really good for us for planning wise.
I'm assuming
I was just going to mention that we are aware that there's a 3-week is sort of the longest that they like people to stay. So just keep that in mind when you're planning.
Right. I was just about to say, I'm assuming that the caretaker is all over like your areas. So if you know that you've booked Area 2, if you say, look, I'm camping Area 2, where do I go? They'll point you in the right direction. Would that be fair to say?
We will make sure that they have our plan before, because the showground's actually not sectioned off in any particular way usually, but we've gone through and sort of made our own section. So we will definitely give them a map and just sort of say, look, this is where we've said Area 1 is, and this is where Area 2 is.
Yeah, okay. Right, yeah. Cool.
I've just got another camping-based question here. I'm just going to jump onto that, and then we'll come back to Andrew's question.
Yep.
So Donna just wants to know, is camping available for one night only, or is it a minimum night stay?
We had this curly question earlier today too, and I think it's just one of those things. A lot of our locals are probably looking not to stay for the whole 4 nights, because of course they live pretty close. I think if you are looking for just a 1 night sort of stay or a 2 night stay, if you can just email us at admin at Cache Queensland or Cache QLD, and that way we can organise something between ourselves.
Right, okay. Well, that's great.
Excellent.
That's okay. And then I'm just going to jump back to Andrew here. He would like to know, if we order merchandise, can this be posted if COVID prevents us from travelling to them?
At the moment, all the merchandise is sort of done like pick up at the event. So we haven't factored into the cost any sort of postage. Yeah, so I think this is something that we're just going to have to sort of wait and see, and then see what comes, and hopefully everything goes ahead and everyone can pick up their merch at the site. At the
event. Again, Kitty Catch has just chucked on there that we could spend 3 weeks just trying to get through the Mega and pick up all the puzzle arts.
Yeah, if you haven't looked at Debra on the map, it is amazing. We already have 3 quite big geo arts out in the area. Orange Crew, they own the Geosaurus, and there's a We Love Geo Heart, and then 4 and O own a Pac-Man out at Debra as well. So there's already a wealth of geo art out there ready to collect and get, and then we're hoping to release, well, we're not hoping, we're going to be releasing some before the event as well, and that's pretty much for all of our locals who have gone and done the 3 big main ones.
Yeah, right. Cool. Actually, that was one of the questions I was going to ask you. Was that one?
Like a week before, so people can solve them?
I think in our web post we did sort of ambitiously say that we were looking to have our geo art published on the 15th of February, but I think we kind of forgot that everyone's back at work and it's just so busy. So we're definitely going to get there. Our goal is to definitely get it out so everyone's got ample amount of time to start solving it before the event. Can I guarantee the 15th? No.
Oh dear, that's all good. Let's go to the chat room again with Craig. Is there? Because he's really bad at puzzles. Is there going to be a puzzle seminar?
We have a puzzle seminar. We have a beginner's puzzle seminar with Adam, who's actually one of our committee members and quite a good puzzler himself. He ran one at a local event that we had up here way before COVID happened, and it was really well received from people because it talks about some of the logical things that you could do in terms of looking where the coordinates might actually be. So yeah, a beginning puzzle seminar, and I think if I look over to my what's on, we've got that planned for Sunday.
Excellent. So where are we up to? I'm just going through.
There is a bit of a guide on the website about what's planned for what days as well, if people want to try and plan their weekend.
Is it on the website? Is that the final lock-in, or is there still more to come onto that, or is that what we're looking at?
Look, it's pretty much it. We haven't put our times down at the moment because there are a few timing things that we're still sort of working on. And just got to hear back from a few sort of people before we actually lock something in and put a definite date on, because the last thing that we would like to do is put a definite date, people make plans, and then we have to change it for one reason or another. But pretty much that what's on is what's happening during those days.
Yeah, just going back to we're sort of jumping around a little bit. When you said that you got those 3 or 4 that are really close and you're going to put out another one, I noticed when you sort of zoom out just a little bit on the map that you got the Darth Vader and you got your Rose and on all that sort of stuff that's around there. How far away are those? Are they like realistic traveling and finding them in a day, or?
Oh, absolutely. We've got the Rose, my Rose at Kilcoy. You can, that's probably about good 45 minutes away, half an hour away. Getting around to your Darth Vader. Now, if you're into your T4s and your T5s and you've got access to a boat, that's an amazing one to go and get some nice little DT stat fillers in there. That's a lovely sort of day out on a boat, maybe a couple of days on a boat, depending whether you organise your own or hire the one from there.
That's good to know that that's a bit more challenging than the other two.
Yeah. Yep. We had a new GeoArt drum brought out, I think, just last weekend. So if you're into urban caching, that's all just local, probably about half an hour again away. Lots of parks to walk in. We've got what else have we got? We've got a little bird and we've got a witch's hat. So if you are into puzzles and you were into your GeoArt, North Brisbane is the place to come.
Okay. Yeah. So we've pretty much answered whatever was left on our script to ask you, so that's good. So now we're just going to go from the chat room, I think. Yeah. So what have we got here? Sandy, are you planning on any specific evening entertainment?
Yes, we've got our trivia night on Saturday night. So it's a separate event that's already put up with what am I trying to say? With the event icon. So you can go and log your will attend on that and then register for a table, or just register that you're looking for a spot at a table. So that's on Saturday night. And then on Sunday night, we are having our party night. It's tropical themed, of course, to go with our mascot. So we're really encouraging people to, put on your tropical shirt, get your lays on, all of that sort of stuff. So that's our evening entertainment. Friday night, we've just had confirmation from the Geoventure committee that they're going to sort of have an event on Friday night, and we're going to try to incorporate that with a bit of a maybe at the local pub, or we're going to try to sort of get it up around dinner time. So that'll be another one where you can catch up with them as well and ask all about their mega that's coming up at the end of the year.
That's cool.
Sweet.
Question here from Annie as well in the chat room. She'd just like to know, is there an actual registration pack?
There's no actual registration pack. We sort of we're very mindful about sort of like the environment and that sort of stuff. So we don't actually have a registration pack. We think, our information is up on our website. If you want to look at some good things to do, you can troll back through our post where we've highlighted places like, we had Dahumbug right about the Sunshine Coast. We had Ger the Wanderer right about the Gold Coast. And we've had a number of sort of guest writers. So that information is sort of out there. But yeah, no sort of official registration.
Saving the paper.
Yes.
Yes, good idea. That's very good. I like that. What else was
there? Through here, we've got Craig again is asking, will there be a GSAC list for the Adventure Labs so they can download it for the second best geocaching app, Cachely?
I'm going to admit that I am not a GASC person. I don't really know how to do it. But I'm sure maybe if we do a shout out some local here in Brisbane, and I've got my fingers crossed that someone's going to volunteer, we might be able to look at getting something like that done. I'll put it on my list.
Attending will be all over that.
I hope so.
Andrew's just put in there that there's a macro in GSAC that can download AL waypoints, so maybe there might be something already sort of there for the area.
Maybe Andrew's volunteering for me.
That's like a nomination to me.
There also just a statement here that from Kangula again that Grubfred will be happy with the floral shirts thing.
That's exactly who I thought of when you mentioned the Hawaii.
Yeah, I must admit I have seen some of Grubfred's shirts. I'm like, he fits right on in.
Oh, he's got some shirts, that's for sure. Well, does anybody else in the room have any more questions? Or Teri-Ann, do you have anything?
No, I think that was it.
Oh, there we go. Just one here from Tank Engine. Do we need to register or just a will attend?
It's just a will attends at the moment because, then we've got your caching name and, just a will attend.
Cool.
One last thing, is there any spots left for volunteers if people would like to volunteer?
We just brought out in our web post on the weekend where we called for volunteers. The overwhelming question we get sort of asked when we attend events here in Queensland is, what can I do to help? When are you calling for volunteers? So that actually came out on the weekend. And if you go into our web post, there's an actual link in the banner underneath where you can register for particular things that you might be interested in helping with, or just nominate yourself as a bit of a general all-rounder. So we would love to have people help us because it's a mega, it's going to be big, and we let's get together as a community and make it excellent.
Yeah, that's right.
Sounds good. Julie's just shucked her hand up there by the looks of it.
She's going to have a look.
Well, is there anything else that we haven't asked you that you would like to bring up, Sheridan, at all?
I think we've really covered it, but I really would like to just put a little call out and ask everyone if they can please support the CWA for their breakfasts. All the funds, the cost goes directly to them, and it will just help them sort of do their programs and promote sort of the charity that they're running in Debra as well. So if we can get on board with that, that would make me certainly very happy, and I'm sure it would make them very happy as well.
And it pretty much guarantees your feed in the morning, doesn't it, if you've already booked it?
Yeah, what have we got? We've got the bacon and egg cheeseburgers, like I said, the continental, and then there's this one called a full breakfast, which is like your continental, and then it's like your eggs and your bacon and your tomato and just full on.
Just got a comment here from Cookie on the chat here from Facebook. How about a break down the site event?
That's a good idea.
Oh,
All hands make light work, isn't that what they say?
Yeah. Oh, we might add that to the list. Thanks for the good idea.
Good idea, Graham.
Rightio. Well, if everyone's finished with the questions in the chat room, we're finished with our questions on our sheet. I think we're just about done then. Thank you, Sheridan. Thank you for joining us.
That was fantastic.
Thank you very much for having me and giving me the opportunity to, promote our event and promote our great state. And, we really look forward to seeing everybody up here in April.
It looks like it's going to be a wonderful event.
Should be.
Yeah.
It's just the borders. Fingers crossed.
Right.
So you're happy to stick around while we do the last little bit of the show, Sheridan, in case any more questions come through? Sweet.
Yeah, bring it on.
Excellent.
All right, then.
All right.
So, if anyone would like to join us on the podcast, please reach out to us. You can do that via geocachingdownunder@gmail.com or through our socials. We're very social and we will respond. Alrighty, usually. So this month, the response for the calendar competition has blown us away. So thank you very much for everyone who has submitted. Thank you for everyone who has voted. It's been awesome. So the announcement for January, the winner is Dave Pearson with GC74GKC. Now this picture is a picture of Holt House, which has been left to ruin on the South Island. And let me just bring up the picture so you can
find it, sorry.
talking about.
There it is.
Here it is there. So
Oh,
this one's
wow.
a submission from New Zealand. So thank you very much for submitting. That is our January winner. That will be January in our calendar. That will be released later in the year. So thank you very much. Everyone, keep your photos coming in. Don't forget to vote. Just because you've entered one picture doesn't mean you can't enter another.
We'll just hang on to them and put them in each month.
Yeah, that's right. If it didn't win in January, submit it in February.
Yeah.
Have another go.
Why not? There's been a lot of close calls with the voting with these things too.
Actually,
like,
yeah.
They've had to get the what's it called, the number chooser out to pick some tie breaks and randomizers, all that sort of stuff. So,
well, I'll do another plug if I can. One of our seminars at our Mega is actually a photography competition and seminar that Mr. Coffees is doing. So that might be a good way to get some good photos for the calendar entries as well.
Oh,
yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
There'll be plenty of photo opportunities out and about the Mega. So what will that be? That'll be April, May's competition. Be all the photos from the Mega, probably. Anyway, so where are we up to now? Sorry, we're about to do the February one, aren't we? Is that what we're after? February? So you got a thumbnail there on the GDU Facebook page.
Yes.
Just find that thumbnail and put your pictures in the comments, and that's where you also go to vote with your like buttons and all that sort of stuff. And please contact us through the email. Let us know what's going on in your neck of the woods or any other stories that you'd like to share. It's not just the calendar that's going on. There's plenty of other stuff going on. You're just going to let us know. And have you got a topic that you'd like us to discuss? Let us know. Tell us what you want to chat about. And it's your show. Let us make it interesting for you. There we go. What's next, Teri-Ann?
Oh.
Got a prize.
I lost you for a second then, I'm sorry.
Oh, you there? Can you hear me?
I am. Coming in loud and clear.
Excellent. So I believe we've got a prize from geostuff.com.au again for us.
We do. So if you want to chuck those up on the screen for me, Gary.
I can do that.
So the prize for this month is a geocaching t-shirt. So you get the choice. You can either choose the khaki green or the black. They come in all different sizes, and on the prize post on our Facebook page, there is a size chart as well. So if you are the winner, jump onto our Facebook page, have a look, find out your size, and then GeoStuff will be in contact, and then you can pick your size. So basically, we're going back to our old standard. If everyone would like to pick a number, and the closest one wins. So
you've got the number this time, do you?
I've got the number this time, yes.
Right, yeah, cool.
All righty.
Breaking things.
So many things. So if you'd like to pick a number between 1 and, let's say, 100, pop them in the chat room. I'll give you a couple of moments. With some lovely accompanying music. Pick your favourite number. Pick your birth year. Pick the month you were born. Pick your IQ size. Whatever you like. Just pick a number. All right. Give it a few more moments. There you are. So far, I can't see the number. Alrighty, have the numbers stopped coming in?
Still coming.
Still coming in.
Still a couple there.
Oh. Penny. Come on. Quite how it works. We're taking your first number, Annie. That's it. I see Michelle likes your idea. Alrighty, well, we might leave it There, I can see the number has been picked.
Excellent.
Ooh.
Back to the winner here. Scrolling. Please hold. Your call is important to us.
6.5 by Kundula.
Let me just find it. Alrighty. So, drum roll, please. That's right. Alrighty, so the winner is Lisa K with the correct answer.
Yeah.
15. Well done, Lisa.
Well done.
Congratulations.
Oh, the crowd goes wild.
Thank you very much, Lisa. All right, we will be in contact after the show, and we will get some details from you that we can then pass on to Gia Stuff, and that will be on its way to you. Congratulations. Thank you for playing.
And thanks again to geostuff.com. They've been really huge supporters of the show. They've been giving us a prize every single month.
Yeah, every single month.
Thank you, guys. Much appreciated.
Thank you very much. So remember, guys, if you enjoyed tonight's show, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Join us on our socials. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can find us there. Don't forget, if you've got a funny story or an interesting adventure or something like that, you can send it to us. We will read it out on the live show. Just email that through to geocachingdownunder@gmail.com. Don't forget to put your entries in also for the photo comp that keeps coming around each month. And a very big shout out to our Patreons. If you'd like to be a Patreon, you can go to www.patreon.com/GDU podcast. Quick shout out to our Patreons who have currently signed up. We'd like to thank See My Shell, Kitty Catch, Green Cordial, GC Jazz, Kingfisher AU, Snappy Tomcats, Yule, Darren Archer, Captain Roverman, GeoGear, Kim Jarvis, DTY, and Lainey Kelly. Thank you very much. This show couldn't run without you, so thank you very much.
Yes, thank you all. Thank you again for being here live, and thank you everyone for tuning in on the replays. However you do it, whether or not it's through the YouTube or on Spotify or Podbean, all those sorts of things. Don't forget you can watch the replay on YouTube. And yeah, thank you again, everybody.
Yes, thank you very much.
And thank you, Sheridan, for joining us tonight. It's been very interesting.
Thank you for having us.
No worries.
Me? Us?
Us. Cows there.
Cows there.
The proverbial us, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just play some music to play us out. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
So, alrighty, chat room, what's going on?
Oh, dear. Well, we've got Fix It Fingers. Thanks, guys. Best of luck with the Mega.
Thank you.
Oh, and sorry, Fix It Fingers, I saw your question there earlier. If we're up at the Mega, we're going to try to go live at the Mega as well. I saw that question and then it sort of disappeared off the screen.
Yeah.
So.
Julia, I will say hello to my mum.
What have we got?
Oh, look.
Yeah, John's there. Thanks, John.
That's all right. This daylight saving gets us all.
That's all right. Someone thanked you in the show there before too, John. But yeah. Yes. Thanks, Diane, John, Geostuff, for all your amazing work. Agreed. So thanks to everyone who joined us live. It's
yeah. It's really great interacting with you all. We really love it. It really brings more to the show. So thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
It does make it easier too. We've got questions written, but when you guys fire them in, it just makes it easier.
Yeah.
You guys think of things that we don't. So.
That's right.
When your face was frozen, it was priceless. I must have been looking the other direction.
I did enjoy that too.
I'll be in position. I'll have to watch this back.
You won't want to.
Won't waste my time. Now, we forgot to put this up at the time because I didn't see it. But the that's the coin and cow. That's the sun.
Yeah.
So,
6 left of each.
6 left. So if you want some, get into the shop.
Yeah.
I reckon they'll go after the show.
Julie said that we're much more relaxed this time around. Thanks for that. I think this is just a much more relaxing show than dealing with the car blowing up this afternoon or this morning. So, anyway. Oh, geez,
oh, look at that. I don't even need to watch it back. Someone sent it to me. Thank you so much. Talk about friends in low place. Oh, it looks like I'm having a wonderful time.
Yeah.
A wonderful time. Thank you so much. Really appreciate capturing that moment.
So Ozfox says the awesome coins there. Do you have a coin there for us at all? Oh, no. Can you hold a coin for them? John holding the coin.
No.
Just get on, John. Go now.
Get on now.
Yeah. We did have actually 5 put aside just as a backup for just in case, but they were so popular we were just like, yep, let's put them all up. So they're all there. There's no more hidden out the back or under the table or anywhere.
That's it. Yeah. They're all in the shop.
Oh, it can always just be a reprint for next year's one.
Next year? Oh, yeah. So, Eat, Sleep, Cash, Repeat is just pointing out that Cully Long actually designed Cal for us. So, as Sam asked him on the, and he just designed it up on the plane on the way home after the Wollongong event. So, it's awesome.
Oh, awesome. So Kitty Catch is also, it's going to be so good to attend to Mega and see everyone. Everything's crossed.
Yeah, I've missed so much. We had plans galore for 2020, and they were all just sort of wiped out. So
yeah, it's a shame. Like Kempsey's had to cancel too, and it's just I can understand where they're coming from. I think they were having some sponsorship issues, and then just the uncertainty of COVID as well, on top of the sponsorship thing, it's just made it hard. So,
yeah. Hey, late arrival. Welcome, Jonathan, or good morning.
Good morning. North Wales, the international contingent.
Thank you for joining us, even if we are about to wrap it up.
Yeah, you can rewatch it, and there is, what is it called? Right. The podcast as well.
Yep, podcast. We'll get that released very shortly.
And Craig seemed to think I had bourbon in my Coke. Didn't have any bourbon. Probably needed it. So
awesome.
good.
Right, well, we might leave it there then. Seems like everyone has exhausted all their questions.
Yep.
Once again, Sheridan, thank you very much for joining us. We really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, 8 weeks to go.
Yeah, 8 weeks.
All
Thanks
right.
again for everyone in the room. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining.
It's always fun.
Yeah, thank you very much. All right, we will see you all next month, and enjoy the Mega if you're going.
Hang on, just really quickly, what's this one say?
Oh, okay.
Hope my daughter doesn't mind me being at the Mega instead of home nearby when a baby is due. Oh, now that's
she'll be right.
Yeah, I think you are going straight to the naughty step.
Rightio, guys. Thank you all.
Thank you. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.